Everybody wants their website to convert visitors, have them stay longer, give up their contact information, or buy something. But many websites will never convert visitors because they have too many problems. In this video, I'll share my top 5 problems with your website. We're going to go fast, so keep watching. Hi, I'm Bob Bundy, the president of Rokay Services Group. I work with companies in sales and marketing to help them drive more sales. In no particular order, here are my top 5 problems with your website. You fix these and your conversion rate's gonna go up. I love what you're selling. I want more information. As a matter of fact, I want to talk to a real person right now, but I can't find out how to contact you. Maybe it's at the bottom of your homepage. You know, the newest technique in building websites is to build just a single long web page and hop around. And if your contact information is at the bottom of that homepage, it's going to take me 15 or 20 swipes on my phone to get there. I'm not going to stick around for that. Or maybe your website has a Contact Us link that takes me to an online form. I want a phone number because I want to talk to somebody right now. I don't want to submit an online form and wait for somebody to email me tomorrow. Or maybe you're a retail store. If I'm looking you up online, I want to come and visit your store right now. But you're going to make me click an About Us menu and then a Contact Us submenu just to find your street address. Show me your physical address. That's what I want. If you want to convert website visitors, make it easy for them to contact you when they're interested. Put your phone number, an email address, and if you're a retail store, your physical address right at the top of your homepage. If your website is responsive, be sure that the contact information still shows at the top, no matter what type of device the visitor uses. Did you know that web pages with video convert visitors at an 80% higher rate than text-only web pages? Well, what does that mean in real life, Bob? Well, here's what that means. It means if 100 people visit your website and 10 click on something, by adding video, 18 people would click on something. That's an outrageous improvement. You know, there's a reason why the number 2 search engine is YouTube. Visitors are more likely to watch a video about something that interests them than they are to sit and read a lot of text. So your web page needs to incorporate video. Make it compelling, make it attractive, and don't make it distracting. I read an article on search engine optimization, or SEO, last week, and it suggested you use your keywords as many times as possible in your web page so your website shows up at the top of the search results. Yeah, that advice is at least 10 years old. The SEO algorithms for the main search engines change all the time, and different search engines use different approaches. The number 1 search engine is Google. And the number 2 search engine is YouTube. Web pages versus videos. There's a big difference in the SEO approach for each one. One of our customers' website recently began to dominate the search results for their targeted keywords. They show up in positions 1, 2, and 3 in Google search results. Google adds a feature snippet at the top and a link to the video on their site. And it's because we pay attention and employ effective and changing SEO techniques. Now, SEO is not a complex concept to understand, but finding and using the right strategies takes time, it takes effort, and persistence because those strategies can change. Nothing drives me crazier than SEO experts who are using techniques that are 5, 6, 10 years old. If you rely on search results to drive your website traffic, you can't afford not to incorporate updated SEO strategies in your website. Get this, 47% of website visitors expect the site to load in 2 seconds or less, and 40% will leave if it takes 3 seconds or longer. So imagine this, you build a great web page, you show up high in the search results, and 100 people click on your site. But it takes 4 seconds to load. 40 of those visitors you work so hard to attract don't have the patience to wait and they leave. What an incredible waste of time and money. And you know what? Website load speed also affects your SEO results too. That's right. If your website takes a long time to load, the search engines start moving it down the results list. Your website needs to load quickly. So how do you speed things up? Well, here are some easy things you can try to address the issue. In the last few years, there are two trends in website construction that can affect your load time. The first is the concept of using a single page as the entire website and having your menu just point to different places in that page rather than loading new pages. That means that after that first load, your site's really fast because it's not going to load anything new. It's just going to jump around on that page. But that initial load can take a long time, and that's when you'll potentially lose 40% of your visitors. So if you're going to use this technique on your website, be sure you're designing with that initial load in mind so your visitors stick around. Second trend is to use a basic website builder from your hosting company. You've seen the commercials on TV. I don't know anything about building web pages, but I did it myself last night with Hostoramic in 5 minutes at my dining room table. These are good options if you just need to design a basic website. But be careful, these design tools are built for ease of use, not performance. You might build a really basic 3-page website with the tool in 10 minutes. But because of that tool's behind-the-scenes overhead, your basic website might take 5 seconds to load. And that's right, you just lost a chunk of visitors who aren't going to wait around. If your basic website takes too long to load, even though it was easy to build, you might need to look for a different solution. One of the most competitive technology spaces right now is hosting companies. There are hundreds, well, there are probably thousands of companies that will host your website for you. And if you have basic needs, it'll be cheap, maybe as low as $1 per month or less. But that low cost can come with a trade-off of slower response time, which means your website could load slowly. And again, if 40% of your visitors leave before your site loads, saving a couple of bucks a month on your hosting cost is really a losing proposition. Also, it's a good idea to find a hosting provider that has a content delivery network, CDN, capability included. CDN means that the hosting company has servers geographically located around the country. So when somebody in Oregon visits your website, the server they connect to is not located in Florida. It's a lot closer to them. You know, the internet is fast, no doubt about it, but physical proximity to the server can make a big difference on speed. A little while ago, I said that adding video to your website converts more visitors, and it's true. But don't let the video on your website impact the load time. Be sure to use a streaming video service like Vimeo or YouTube to serve the video. Don't load the video file from your web server, because when you use a streaming service, the video starts playing right away. Whereas when you load a video file directly from your server, the video won't start playing until the entire video file downloads to the browser. Recently, I visited a website that loaded a video like this as a background. That video was 40 megabytes in size, and the web page gets it from the web server, not from a streaming service. So I had to wait for the entire video to download before the website started playing it. And in this case, I waited 25 seconds. You think anybody's going to wait 25 seconds for your snazzy video before they leave? No, they're gone right now. If you want your website to convert more visitors, you have to give them a compelling reason. A reason to click, a reason to download, a reason to contact you. And there are lots of different ways to do that. Free webinars, access to research, download of materials, coupons or discount offers. It's a trade-off. You give them something of value, and in return, they tell you who they are so you can add them to your contact list. Now, a lot of websites have a Contact Us button, or a See a Demo button, or a Get More Information button. But buttons like that don't really compel the visitor to click on them. They're an insufficient call to action because you're just assuming the visitor understands the value they'll receive by contacting you. It's up to you to explain the value of clicking to the visitor. Give them a very compelling reason to click, or download, or join. Explain the value in direct and clear terms so the visitor understands exactly the value that clicking will provide. Then you're not relying on the assumption that they'll figure out the value on their own. So there they are, my top 5 problems with your website. If you recognize your website in any of these, now's the time to make changes. Hopefully, you have visitors to your website every day, but the longer you delay in addressing these issues means more and more of those visitors will never interact with you. Now, I'm turning it over to you. What are your reactions to my top 5? Do you recognize any of these problems on your website? When's the last time you evaluated your website to identify potential issues? What strategies do you specifically employ to increase visitor conversion? Tell me your reactions in the comments below, and let's start a dialogue. Did you like this video? If so, please be sure to hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel to watch all of my sales-related videos. If you want us to notify you whenever we publish new content for salespeople, head over to the website and tell us your email address. We only use it to let you know when new content's available.